for the task at hand. Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr as we get set to bring you all the action. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for the Lakers, Schroeder is out there with Matthews. And it's Andre Drummond at 6'11", 275 pounds, the big athletic presence out of the University of Connecticut inside at center. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And for the Clippers, and the man in the middle, just call him Serge Protector, the premier shot blocker in the NBA, Serge Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Batum in at the 4 shot.
Boy, you look at the Clippers, and they clearly are one of the most entertaining teams in the NBA. One of the outstanding team shows you'll see. They have fun, they're up and down, but they're a hard-working group, and a lot of that you have to attribute to their leader, Chris Paul.
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Schroeder kicks to Matthews. The pass to Schroeder. Back to Matthews. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. There's the 3. That's good. Well, Clark, as you were taking a look at the Clippers, they are a fun team, an amazing product so far with big names all around. But, you know, Steve, they've got to work hand in hand to make sure they're always at their best and not take things for granted.
Well, I think it's still a team that's a work in progress. You've got a young front line in Griffin and DeAndre Jordan, great point guard in Paul, but the new additions have helped, and I think it'll be interesting to see if this team can gel during the playoffs. Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment. And the Lakers with possession here. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Lakers on D. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with head coach of the Clippers for just a moment. He said tonight is all about putting in the extra effort on the defensive end. Coach went on to say, I put up a challenge to each and every one of my players tonight. If every player can keep their opponent from below their normal scoring numbers, they'll get the next practice off. Sounds like good motivation, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. And given the scoring talent on the floor, defensive mindedness definitely a key here, guys. Any thoughts?
Well, I agree, Kevin. Playing sound defense has to be their focus. If they can win the battle at that end of the floor, I think they've got a great chance to win.
Well, I agree, because if they don't do that, Steve, what happens at the other end isn't going to matter. It'll be futile.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And George, here we go. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
For the Lakers, they've really struggled against Leonard.
He's already up to 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
The first one falls.
You know, offensively last season, guys, the Lakers just never seemed to be able to get out of their own way. I mean, they had the worst turnover ratio in the league, and they really struggled to take care of the ball. And even when they got up a shot, a lot of them were questionable shots. They shot the third most threes in the league, but were in the bottom half of the league in percentage.
And going back to the Lakers' offensive troubles last season, the worst free throw percentage, Steve, in the NBA.
And obviously that's attributed directly to Dwight Howard. I mean, because the Lakers also led the league in free throw attempts. So Howard was getting hacked. He really couldn't get it going. He made about half his free throws for the season. And that just really carried over into the team's performance.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They've gone in a 10-2-1, not allowing much. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Leonard's got 12 in the game.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Here's Schroeder. Drummond. Defended by Ibaka. And that one's good. Drummond.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside Leonard. And George, here we go. Puts it up from 7. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss, or where they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Here's Schroeder. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Dishes it to Drummond. Working on Ibaka. Puts it up from 7. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Now the dish to Beverly. George. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard attacking. Launches it. The shot by George, no good. Lakers trail by 5. Here's Schroeder. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Drummond. Here's Schroeder. 5 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's covered by Leonard. Fires from deep. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard off the pick from Ibaka. George, that's a 2-pointer. Misfires after coming off the pick.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Here's Schroeder. He dishes it to Matthews. Jacks up a 3. No good from Caldwell Pope.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
Well, true. The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
Ibaka dishes to Beverly. Hangs on the trifecta. Beverly's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
One of the things that really jumps out at you about the Clippers is their depth. Really impressive. I mean, they've surrounded their stars with a bench that includes Jamal Crawford, who was second in the voting for 6th man of the year. They've got a nice second unit.
And the Lakers making a change here. Lakers trail by 8. And we talk about the bench for the Clippers last season. Also guys like Matt Barnes and Lamar Odom. Steve, some good defensive tenacity there too.
Yeah, they had an edge. You know, Barnes really gave them some toughness and some grit. I thought Crawford's shooting gave them some balance where they had a good offense to go with good defense. And then Bledsoe slashing. They were a lot of fun to watch, that bench unit.
Batum for 3. Tries again. In deep. Leonard drops it in. Leonard's got 14 points.
This shot is looking really good here in the first.
Sure is, Clark, and he's nailing everything. 5 for 5 already.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Rondo against LaRusso. Passes it to Tucker. 6 to shoot. Number 7 buries the long-range jumper.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Rondo with it. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Knall. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Number 7, again, Los Angeles. Clippers leading by 7. Outside Rondo, and there's the feed to Jackson. Kicks it to Morris. Plenty of space, and it's off the back rim, no good.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
They set the screen. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Clippers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Jackson misses. Lakers trail by 7. Feeds it to Tucker. Number 7. It's good from long range. He's got 8.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closer. He passes to Rondo. He tries for 3. Gets it to go. Rondo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, Kevin, I like the way they've come out here. I mean, they're shooting it well and with confidence from outside. Just a good, strong start for them.
Timeout called the Lakers. Boy, it really does come down to confidence sometimes, doesn't it?
Boy, Kevin, you said a mouthful there. Confidence, such a thin line, because when you're confident and you're feeling it, then you tend to knock shots down comfortably. But when it's the opposite, then you start thinking about it, and that's no way to play the game.
Everything's going haywire then. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Oof. Lakers trail by 7. 1:10 left to play here in the first. Number 7. A three-pointer, no good. LA's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Rondo passes to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
They're setting the tone early here, Kevin.
Here's Tucker. Number 7, guarded by Jackson. And it's good. 10 points for him.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice, strong finish. Very nearly a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, when you stay aggressive, good things happen.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, he almost always cashes in when he gets to the line. He was about 86% from the free throw line last season.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. And so Jackson nails both of them. Lakers trail by 10. And Tucker kicks to Morris. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Jackson kicks to Rondo. Takes a three. Gets it to go. He has 5.
They are making some noise from downtown, guys.
And they've got themselves a very nice lead to show for it.
6 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hero. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Clippers lead by 11. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up. You know, you go through the regular season, guys, and set all sorts of records for your franchise and wins and winning streaks and all that. You win your division for the first time ever, your first 50-win season, and what do you get for it? Bounced in the first round of the playoffs. It's still progress, though, and I think the Clippers will use that for motivation this season.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, guys, well, the Clippers owe a lot of their success to how they bonded with team chemistry. Chris Paul said, quote, "It matters a lot when you really, truly care about somebody. You'll dive on the floor for them. You'll run through that screen for them. You really genuinely care how they feel. It just means a little bit more." That was certainly evident in how they played last year as well as how they interacted. We'll see if they can keep that same fun going this year, guys.
Yeah, plenty of camaraderie in that locker room. Thanks, Doris. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers got up 2-zip on the Grizzlies, but all of a sudden it came to a crashing halt. As Steve, they dropped 4 consecutive games, and just like that, we're out of the postseason.
Yeah, injuries played a part. Blake Griffin sprained his ankle, but I think the Clippers were exposed a little bit too. They're limited offensively on the front line, and maybe not quite enough shooting, but that's why they made the moves in the offseason. And they're looking to pick up and make some improvement in that regard. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Lakers trail by 15. Well, we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Tucker, the pass to LaRusso. Hero, defended by Morris. Pocket 6. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Lakers. And the free throw, no good.
You know, last season, an NBA owner, and we won't name who it was, mentioned that the Lakers could potentially amnesty Kobe Bryant. Now, he knew that he is still a top shooting guard and plays like a superstar, but his contract really is up there at almost $30 million this season.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's LaRusso to the middle. Harrell. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Well, we know the Lakers have got, Steve, a lot of issues with their cap. It's only going to get worse this year and continue to spiral in the wrong direction. There's even been talk among the writers that cover the Lakers about the possibility of amnestying Kobe Bryant.
I can't imagine. I mean, he's played his entire 17-year career here in L.A., 5 championships, one of the all-time great Lakers. But it's a cap question. Do they want to spend all that money for a player who's going to miss a lot of the regular season with that Achilles injury? Well, since the new CBA, the league has made the luxury tax much more punitive. But certainly the Lakers, blessed with the financial wherewithal to be a tax-paying team. The problem is it can hurt your flexibility under the new rules just to make deals, and that's going to be the challenge for LA.
Well, you talk about the huge fan base for the Lakers, Clark, one of the marquee franchises certainly in the entire NBA.
I would even stretch that to all of sports, Kevin. The market and their finances clearly have helped them gain that stature, but you can't shortchange the organization, the people making the decisions. They've been a winner for a long time, and that's been the magic ingredient that's attracted fans, players, sponsors, the full package. Yeah, guys, did you know that the Clippers winning the Pacific Division last year was the first time it's ever happened? Yeah, you heard it right.
Good point, Clark.
That's the first time the Clippers have ever won the Pacific Division.
Now, here is George. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Caldwell Pope kicks to Morris. The pass to Schroeder. He feeds it to Drummond. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. No one covering. And what a time to be a Clipper fan these days, guys, with the way they've climbed to the very top of the Pacific Division. And, Steve, they've done it by beating up on the rest of the teams in that Pacific.
Well, Golden State gave them some trouble, Kevin, but otherwise they really rolled against the rest of the Pacific Division. And I'll tell you, it became clear within a few months last season that the Clips were going to run away with the Pacific. And what a long time coming for Clipper fans. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if he can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
Wesley Matthews checked in for Markieff Morris. Here's Schroeder, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Back to Matthews. Pass to Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. Schroeder off a pick from Caldwell Pope. Here's Kuzma. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
He kicks it to Leonard. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Here's Schroeder. Kuzma. He's covered by Leonard. Tries from 7. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here's George. Ibaka sets the pick for George. Down low. Batum makes it off the glass. Batum's got his first points of the game.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
That's tipped. Now Ibaka. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Outside Batum. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, even though Blake Griffin is playing in the bright lights of Los Angeles, he seems to keep a relatively level head. Sure, he's rubbed a few guys in the league the wrong way, but he says, quote, for every 50 people out there that love you, there are going to be 50 people out there that hate you and say you aren't good. For me, it's not listening to either one. If anything, I listen to the negative more than the positive. Kevin, not bad advice.
Certainly a player to root for. Thanks, Doris. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Ibaka goes in. Leonard. And he makes good on the layup. Leonard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Schroeder kicks to Drummond. Ibaka on him. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got 6.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Leonard off the pick from Ibaka. Leonard dishes to Beverly. On the wing, Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Off target from three-point range. Lakers trail by 20. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Kuzma. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 11.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
George against Matthews. And George with the stuff. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow. And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
The Lakers making a switch here. Gasol's checked in.
So much of what ailed the Lakers could be traced to the lack of defensive presence, and it really came to a head when Magic Johnson, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, called them out about looking to play Showtime offense while not paying attention to solid defense.
Caldwell Pope passes it to Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Gasol kicks to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball stolen. Leonard attacking. That drops. Leonard's got 23 points. And going back to what Clark said, they didn't actually try to run that much based on tempo, more than what they might have been used to, certainly, Steve. But the D was a concern, a major one.
Well, it was really more about teams running wild on them instead of the other way around. You look at the Laker personnel, big front line last year with Howard and Gasol. The transition defense wasn't quite there. To throw in the injuries, they were never able to find that balance between good offense and solid defense.
Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
Here's Schroeder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Schroeder off a pick from Gasol. Here's Schroeder, defended by Beverly. No good from Schroeder. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 17-7 run. Lets it fly from 18. Again, Los Angeles.
Well, they play terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
The pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Gasol. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Boy, a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Clippers ahead, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
Now, presented by Sprint. All right, I hope you're enjoying this Wednesday of NBA action. Now let's get to the halftime report. The Clippers are off to an outstanding start. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off. An unbelievable display by Kawhi Leonard. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. For the Lakers, though, not the same story. They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. Andre Drummond making his presence felt early. He's got 6 points and is also sharing the ball, picking up assists as well. And that does it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for joining me. And now, back out to Kevin and the gang. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
A view here of the skyline over Los Angeles, California, as we welcome you back. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Now here's Leonard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Schroeder. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside Matthews. Here's Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's the Lakers.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
The Clippers shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Dishes it to Leonard. Kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. No good from Beverly. Los Angeles has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And Matthews gets it to go. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Ibaka with the screen on Matthews. George dishes to Ibaka. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Ibaka's got his first points of the night.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Drummond, and counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line. Free throw, no good for Drummond. Clippers leading by 23. And George, here we go. And it's good. Caught through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
What a play. The hoop plus the horn.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And he was up over the 80% mark from the free throw line last year. I'm Sure, he was pretty happy with those numbers.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now here's Matthews. He's got 5. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Kuzma. And another 3 for the Lakers.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
You know, CP3 did a lot of things, guys, to change the culture of the Clippers, but one that maybe gets overlooked is how much he encourages and modeled talking on defense with this team. If you don't call out a screen or a rotation on his team, he'll call you out about it.
And the Lakers call time here. And we've seen the Clippers turn around over the last few years. It doesn't just happen purely with talent. Oh, it helps, certainly. But, Steve, a lot of it has to do with the change in the team's mindset.
Yeah, you can load up a team with a bunch of scorers and talented players, but if they aren't playing for each other and motivated to have each other's backs, then it does nothing. And I think Paul has done wonders for just the chemistry and the mindset of this Clippers team.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Passes to Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope, defended by Beverly. Backing down is Drummond. The jump hook, and again it's the Lakers.
They're rolling now. 5 straight hoops to start this quarter.
Clippers leading by 23. Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. Leonard off the pick from Ibaka. The dish to Beverly. Now the feed to Ibaka. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Schroeder passes to Matthews. Here's Schroeder, defended by George. Schroeder kicks to Matthews. He passes to Schroeder. 3-pointer. And another 3 for the Lakers.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside, George. Leonard, defended by Caldwell Pope. From deep, George. That one goes. Covered. George has got 11 points.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
The Lakers have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. And fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot 2. Lakers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And you look at the numbers, guys, this team shot a 73% clip over the course of last season.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And the first one at the line is good. The Lakers making a switch here. Both free throws good from Schroeder. Clippers leading by 21. Outside, George. Back to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson kicks to George. Outside Jackson. He dishes it to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Tucker. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And Drummond throws it down.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's the screen. Feeds it to Leonard. 3-pointer. That's good. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
Here's Tucker. He feeds it to Drummond. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Drummond's got 14 points for the game.
I think they've got to keep getting to the ball. When he's going like that, he's in the zone right now. Perfect from the field. You've got to continue to milk the hot hand.
Now here's Jackson. 8 points for him. The 3 from George. Back to Batum. Outside, George. On the wing, Batum. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
You know, guys, when you see it come together like that, I mean, that's the offensive set you want to have. Well done.
Here's Schroeder. Paul George with the steal. And here's Leonard. He kicks to Jackson. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Gasol. LA has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. Tucker dishes to Gasol. There's the pass to Schroeder. Back to Gasol. Pass to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. Fires top of the key. And another basket for the Lakers. Clippers leading by 23. Now here's Leonard. He's got 34. Pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Zubek gets the buckets.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
1:46 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Drummond. And another basket for the Lakers.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
Outside Leonard. Dishes it to George. Outside Jackson. Back to George. Let's go. Misses off the right iron.
Well, as far as jump shots go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
I'm not sure how that didn't go down.
Here's Schroeder. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Schroeder's got 6.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Now here's Leonard. Buries the jump shot. Leonard's got 10 points in just the 2nd half.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
The Lakers shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Schroeder passes to Tucker. Kicks it to Gasol. Here's Kuzma. And a miss there on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
He's covered by Leonard. Passes it to Tucker. Paul George with the steal. For the three. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
Back to Matthews. Gets an open look and hits. Matthews has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Rondo with it. Ibaka with the screen on LaRusso. Ibaka right side. Here's Kennard. Sinks the three-pointer.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
So it's the Lakers now. There's the pick. And Morris comes over to help. Hero defended by Ibaka. Matthews passes to LaRusso. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. 6 to shoot. Morris kicks to Caldwell Pope. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Now, here is Morris. The dish to Beverly. The feed to Morris. For three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Lakers shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Rondo against LaRusso. Here's Morris. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. LA's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Beverly dishes to Rondo. He passes to Beverly. They grab their own miss. Ibaka. Here's Morris. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Russo, the pass to Matthews. That three off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
Shooting for Los Angeles. Beverly. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
That's not an overstatement. They've literally not missed a single foul shot this half.
Both free throws good from Beverly. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's LaRusso. Hero. to halt the run, and that one's good.
Now they got the most out of that possession, guys.
And so here are the Clippers. Now Rondo. He dishes it to Beverly. Blocked. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And good on the basket. Book it. And here's Rondo. Feeds to Morris. Back to Rondo. He kicks it to Beverly. Outside Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morris. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Russo, the pass to Morris. And the pass to LaRusso. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He feeds it to Morris. Plenty of room to knock down the shots. Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. There's the pick. Pass to McKinney. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the Clippers call time here.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
And the Lakers making a change here. Here's Beverly. Pass to George. Here's the 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Schroeder. Dishes to Matthews. Here's Schroeder. Back to Matthews. He passes to Schroeder. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's Beverly. Screen by Ibaka. And George kicks to Beverly. Back to George. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. George has got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Schroeder. Kicks it to Matthews. Lets it fly. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Batum dishes to George. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Schroeder. The dish now to Drummond. Pass to Schroeder. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Clippers leading by 23. Here's Beverly. The feed now to George. A 3-ball. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Here's Schroeder. He dishes it to Drummond. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Drummond having a terrific game. 16 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
Well, being smart is what it's all about for him, Clark. I mean, he's a decision maker. He's a playmaker. He has to make good decisions. That's what he's doing here so far.
And he knocks down the first one. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. So he gets them both. Here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Defended by Caldwell Pope. Free throw line jump shot. Again, Los Angeles.
The turnaround jumper, that was a thing of beauty.
LA's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Timeout called the Lakers. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Pass to Schroeder. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. Ibaka on him. Pulls up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. And that's now 20 points here for Drummond. Clippers leading by 21. Now here is George. And Leonard backs down. Fades away. Again, Los Angeles.
They're leaning on that mid-range shot right now. That's 6 of their last 10 points from that area.
Well, they might as well continue to pull up and let it fly.
Schroeder kicks to Matthews. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. The 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Beverly. Back to Leonard. Feeds it to Batum. Outside Leonard. Batum passes to Leonard. Clock at 6. From deep, George. Here's Ibaka. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Now here's Matthews. He passes it to Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ibaka sets the pick for George. Defended by Caldwell Pope. The 17-footer. And that one hits back iron. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
First free throw is good. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Both free throws good from Caldwell Pope. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Sunday's Clark, everything goes right for a team, and it was one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve